call me the Red River Renegade, from Denison to Paris town. I've been raising hell and breaking hearts since I was old enough to get around. Got my first taste of trouble at a honky-tonk in Sherman late one night. Met a preacher's daughter with the devil in her eyes, and we started up a fight. Her daddy came looking for me with a shotgun and the Lord's own rage. But I was already 3 counties overturned and another page. I've been running from the law, running from my past, running from commitments that were never gonna last. I'm a Red River renegade, wild and untamed. Can't be tied down, can't be changed. Born on the border where Texas meets the rest, a renegade heart beating in my chest. I'm a Red River renegade, can't settle down, burning through every Texas border town. I'm a Red River renegade, can't settle down, burning through every Texas border town. I'm a Red River renegade, living on the edge, breaking every rule and every pledge. They say I'm trouble, they say I'm no good, but I'm just living life the way a renegade should. Red River renegade, that's my name, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Did some time in Grayson County for a bar fight that went south, when some Oklahoma boy was running his damn mouth. Said Texas couldn't hold a candle to his Sooner State pride. I showed him Texas hospitality with my fist and Texas pride. Judge gave me 6 months, said, boy, you need to learn. But all I learned in county jail is how deep my hatred burns. Forethought of the end boundaries and people telling me what to do. When I got out, I crossed that Red River and started life anew. I'm a Red River renegade, can't be controlled. Got that outlaw spirit in my soul, living on the border between wrong and right. A renegade burning through the night. I'm a Red River renegade, can't settle down, burning through every Texas border town. I'm a Red River renegade, living on the edge, breaking every rule and every pledge. They say I'm trouble, they say I'm no good, but I'm just living life the way a renegade should. Red River renegade, that's my name, and I wouldn't have it any other way. There's a woman in Bonham who still waits for my return. She don't know I'm never coming back, some lessons ever learned. I told her I was a renegade from the very start, but she thought a little could tame my wild renegade heart. Now I'm drinking in Gainesville, playing cards with highwaymen, planning my next move, my next sin. The Red River keeps on rolling, so do I. A renegade till the day I die. My daddy was a renegade, his daddy was before. It's in my blood to break the rules and always want for more. They tried to make me walk the line when I was just a kid, but that renegade spirit inside me just wouldn't let me do it. So I left home at 17 with nothing but my name, and I've been chasing trouble ever since. Let her cry and shame, but I stay good at every night beneath these Texas stars, 'cause I'm living free as a renegade with all my battle scars. I'm a Red River renegade, can't be tamed. Got that wildfire running through my veins. I'm a Red River renegade, born to run, living hard and fast and never done. They say I'm trouble, they say I'm lost, but freedom's worth whatever it may cost. Red River renegade, that's who I am, a Texas outlaw in this promised land. Yeah, Red River renegade, never gonna change my ways. Red River renegade, yeah, till the end of my days. Yeah, renegade born, renegade raised. Red River renegade. Sunsetting over Del Rio, painting the sky blood red. I got 300 miles to San Antonio before I reach my bed. And there's a bottle of Jack riding shotgun and regret in the rearview mirror. Static on the radio, but the road ahead is clear. Left the situation back in Laredo that got complicated fast. When you mix tequila, jealousy, and a woman's bitter past. Her husband came home early, well I came out the back door. Now I'm running down Highway 90 like I've done many times before. When your life's a country song and every verse is trouble, you learn to drive fast and drink double. Highway 9 has been my salvation, my escape, my medication. It's just me, this whiskey, and Highway 90 tonight. Running from my demons in the fading daylight. Every mile I'm putting between me and my mistakes, trying to outrun the heartbreak in my wake. Whiskey and Highway 90, my two oldest friends. They've been there every time my world came to an end. I'm chasing that horizon, praying I'll survive. Just whiskey and Highway 90 keeping me alive. Stopped in Hondo for some gas and a pack of Marlboro Reds. The clerk asked if I was alright, said, brother, I ain't dead. That's about the best I got these days. Still breathing, still moving on. Still searching for something I lost too many years gone. There's a woman in Uvalde who loved me true and right. I threw it all away for one more honky-tonk fight. She begged me not to go, but I couldn't stay put down. Some men are meant for loving, some are meant for leaving town. When you're born with restless running in your veins, you hurt everyone you love and drive yourself insane. Highway 9 is the only constant thing in this rolling stone life I'm living. It's just me, this whiskey, and Highway 90 tonight. Running from my demons in the fading daylight. Every mile I'm putting between me and my mistakes, trying to outrun the heartbreak in my wake. Whiskey and Highway 90, my two oldest friends. They've been there every time my world came to an end. I'm chasing that horizon, praying I'll survive. Just whiskey and Highway 90 keeping me alive. Maybe there's a town out there where I can find a rest, where my past won't find me and I can do my best. But every time I settle down, the itch starts up again. This highway calls my name like a lover or a sin. My daddy died on Highway 90 back in '93. Fell asleep behind the wheel outside of Sabino, you see. Sometimes I wonder if I'm driving toward the same damn fate, but I press down on the pedal and let the whiskey medicate. Crossing over the Medina River as the stars come out above, thinking about all the things I've lost and people I've loved. My brother died in Iraq, my sister OD'd on pills. Mama gave up on me, said I'd never get my fill of this rambling, gambling, whiskey drinking life I chose, where every sunset's beautiful and every morning's hell, I suppose. But Highway 90 don't judge me for the man I've been. It just keeps rolling forward, my most faithful friend. It's just me, this whiskey and Highway 90 tonight. A broken Texas drifter in the pale moonlight. Every mile's a memory I'm trying to erase. Every shot of whiskey numbs another old mistake. Whiskey and Highway 90, the only truth I know. They've been my companions everywhere I go. I'm running toward tomorrow, running from my life. Just whiskey and Highway 90 through this Texas night. Yeah, whiskey and Highway 90, my salvation and my curse. Whiskey and Highway 90, for better or for worse, till I run out. whiskey or time?
Salvation and my curse. Whiskey and Highway 90, for better or for worse, till I run out of highway.
Or whiskey or time. I'm a Big Bend country outlaw, living where the law don't reach, where the Rio Grande runs muddy and the desert's gonna teach you how to survive on nothing, how to make your own way. I'm a Big Bend country outlaw every single day. Gotta camp up in the Shizzles Mountains where nobody goes, running guns and contraband, everybody knows. But the Rangers and the Border Patrol, they leave me alone, 'cause I'm a Big Bend country outlaw and this desert's my throne. Big Bend country outlaw, wild and free. This borderland is the only law I need. Living on the edge where Texas meets the sun, a country outlaw on the run. I'm a Big Bend country outlaw, answering to no one, living by the code of the desert and the gun. I'm a Big Bend country outlaw, making my own rules in this vast West Texas land where only survivors ain't fools. From Terlingua to Santa Elena, across the desert floor, a Big Bend country outlaw, that's what I'm living for. Freedom in the wasteland, freedom in the heat, a Big Bend country outlaw can't be beat. Started running from the law back in San Angelo town. Did something I ain't proud of, had to go underground. Made my way to Big Bend where civilization ends, where a man can disappear and start making amends. Not to society or the law, but to his own damn soul. Out here in the desert where you'll finally hold no judgments, no expectations, just the scorpions and snakes, and a Big Bend country outlaw making whatever it takes. Big Bend country outlaw, that's my name. Playing a dangerous desert game, living where the civilized fear to tread, a country outlaw never dead. I'm a Big Bend country outlaw, answering to no one, living by the code of the desert and the gun. I'm a Big Bend country outlaw, making my own rules in this vast West Texas land where only survivors ain't fools. From Terlingua to Santa Elena, across the desert floor, a Big Bend country outlaw, that's what I'm living for. Freedom in the wasteland, freedom in the heat, a Big Bend country outlaw can't be beat. Met a woman from Presidio who runs supplies across the border. She's a Big Bend country outlaw living outside of order. We formed a partnership, romantic and business combined. Two outlaws in the desert, two of a kind. We don't ask about each other's past, don't need to know. Out here in Big Bend, what matters is the now, the flow of living day by day, surviving on the edge. Two Big Bend country outlaws made a pledge to never go back to the civilized life of lies, where people smile to your face while plotting your demise. Out here, if someone's got a problem, they say it straight, and if it comes to violence, well, that's just fate. But mostly we're left alone to do what we do, running our operations beneath the desert blue. The tourists come to Big Bend to see the sights and leave, while Big Bend country outlaws like me continue to believe. I'm a Big Bend country outlaw, this desert's in my soul. Living free and wild is my only goal. I'm a Big Bend country outlaw, won't ever be tamed. This borderland wasteland is where I've claimed my independence, my freedom. Permian Basin roughneck, working the oil rigs out in Odessa. Been doing this since I was 18, ain't found nothing better. 12 hours on, 12 hours off, 7 days a week. My hands are cracked and calloused, and my body's getting weak. But the money's good when the oil's flowing and the wells are producing right. I send it home to my family every other Friday night. My wife and kids in Midland, I see them when I can. I'm a Permian Basin roughneck, a hard-working Texas man. Permian Basin roughneck, that's my trade. Drilling deep where fortunes are made, in the West Texas heat and the bitter cold. A roughneck story never gets old. I'm a Permian Basin roughneck, covered in crude and dirt. Every day is a gamble, every day could hurt. I'm a Permian Basin roughneck, risking life and limb. When that derrick's turning, things get grim. From Midland to Odessa, from Pecos to Big Spring, a Permian Basin roughneck does everything. We keep America running, keep the oil flowing free. A Permian Basin roughneck, that's me. Lost my best friend Tommy in a blowout back in 19. Worst thing I ever witnessed, worst thing I ever seen. The pressure got too high, something failed in the line. He was standing right beside me, and then he wasn't just like that no time. They shut down the rig for 3 days, held a service for his soul. Then we went right back to drilling, that's the roughnecks roll. Can't think about the danger, or you'll never get the job done. Being a Permian Basin roughneck means you face what comes. Permian Basin roughneck, danger's always near, but we don't operate on fear. We do the job that needs doing right. A roughneck's courage, a roughneck's fight. I'm a Permian Basin roughneck, covered in crude and dirt. Every day's a gamble, every day could hurt. I'm a Permian Basin roughneck, risking life and limb. When that derrick's turning, things get grim. From Midland to Odessa, from Pecos to Big Spring, a Permian Basin roughneck does everything. We keep America running, keep the oil flowing free. A Permian Basin roughneck before. It's in my blood to work these rigs, it's in my very core. My son says he wants to join me when he turns 18 next year. I tell him, boy, think hard about this career. It'll break your body down, it'll take you from your home. It'll put you in situations where you're all alone, with decisions that could kill you if you make the wrong call. But it'll also make you tougher than them all. When the boom times come, we're heroes. When the bust times hit, we're blamed. For the slowdown in the economy, we bear the shame. But we keep showing up regardless, keep drilling through the rock. Cause being a Permian Basin roughneck means you don't watch the clock. You work until the job is done, until the well comes in. You push through the exhaustion and the pain deep within. Cause this is what we do. Civilization behind 10 years ago today. Packed my truck and headed to where the Guadalupe Mountains lay. Built a cabin with my own two hands from pine and Texas stone. Now I'm a Guadalupe mountain man living all alone. People ask me why I left, what was I running from? I tell them I wasn't running, I was going where I belong. Up here at 8,000 feet where the air is clean and thin, where a man can think clearly and reconnect within. I'm a Guadalupe mountain man, wild and free. These ancient peaks are all the company I need. Living off the land the way men used to do. A Guadalupe mountain man through and through. I'm a Guadalupe mountain man, carved from stone. These West Texas peaks are the only home I've known. I'm a Guadalupe mountain man, independent and strong. Up here in these mountains is where I belong. No cell phones, no internet, no modern world noise. Just a Guadalupe mountain man with simple joys. The sunrise, the sunset, the stars at night. A Guadalupe mountain man living right. I hunt mule deer and javelina for my meat supply. Grow vegetables in summer underneath the desert sky. Collect rainwater in barrels, chop wood for the coal. Living like a Guadalupe mountain man of old. My neighbors are the mountain lions and the black bears roam. The golden eagle soaring high above my mountain home. I talk to them sometimes when the loneliness gets deep, but mostly I'm at peace up here, content and free. I'm a Guadalupe mountain man, self-reliant and true. Don't need society telling me what to do. Living by nature's rules and nature's way. A Guadalupe mountain recreation store. Get supplies I can't make myself and nothing more. The Rangers know me well, they leave me be. Respect that I'm a Guadalupe mountain man living free. They ask if I get lonely, if I miss human connection. I tell them loneliness is just society's projection. A fear on to a different way of living life. I've never been more content, never felt more right. I'm a Guadalupe mountain man, found my peace at last. Left behind the modern world and all its contrasts. I'm a Guadalupe mountain man, living how I choose. Up here in these mountains, I've got nothing left to lose. No bosses, no bills, no obligations to meet. Just a Guadalupe mountain man and life is sweet. The mountain wind, the canyon walls, the freedom that I found. A Guadalupe mountain man on sacred ground. Guadalupe mountain man, wild and free. Guadalupe mountain man, that's me. Living simple, living true. Guadalupe mountain man, through and through. In these mountains I remain, forever and always my domain. I'm a Corpus Christi drifter, sleeping on the bay, watching shrimp boats heading out at the break of day. Got a tent beneath the causeway where the homeless gather round. We're the invisible people of this coastal town. Used to have a good job working at the refinery plant. Had a wife and 2 kids and a modest life I can't remember when it all went wrong. When I started to fall, maybe it was gradual, maybe all at once, I can't recall. Now I'm a Corpus Christi drifter, lost at sea. The bay breeze is the only thing that's free. Watching the tourists pass me by, Corpus Christi drifter beneath the sky. I'm a Corpus Christi drifter, lost up on the shore. Don't have nothing left, can't lose nothing more. I'm a Corpus Christi drifter, the Gulf knows my name. Living in the margins, living with a shame. From Padre Island to the seawall where I roam, a Corpus Christi drifter with no home. I drift from day to day, just trying to survive. Just grateful to be breathing, grateful I'm alive. Started with the drinking after my daughter died. Car accident on Ocean Drive, I wanted to die. My wife couldn't handle my grief, the way I disappeared into bottles and darkness and everything she feared. She left and took my son, said I needed help, but I couldn't face the pain, couldn't save myself. Lost my job for showing up drunk, One time too many, now I'm a Corpus Christi drifter. Without a penny, now I'm a Corpus Christi drifter. Nowhere to go, the ocean's my companion, my friend and foe. Watching the pelicans fly free, a Corpus Christi drifter, that's me. I'm a Corpus Christi drifter, washed up on the shore. Don't have nothing left, can't lose nothing more. I'm a Corpus Christi drifter, the Gulf knows my name. Living in the margins, living with the shame. From Padre Island to the seawall where I roam, a Corpus Christi drifter with no home. I drift from day to day, just trying to survive. Just grateful to be breathing, grateful I'm alive. There's a mission on Leopard Street, it serves meals at noon. I line up with the others beneath the Texas moon. Well, the Texas sun, I mean, my mind's a little foggy these days, from the heat and hunger and the drifter sway. Sometimes I see my daughter and the faces passing by, young girls laughing, living, and I start to cry. But mostly I'm just numb now, floating through the days. Corpus Christi drifter in a permanent haze. Met another drifter, Vietnam vet named Joe. Been living on these streets for 20 years or so. He told me it gets easier, the shame eventually fades when you accept you're a drifter and this is where you stay. He showed me where to find food, where to sleep safe at night, where the cops won't hassle you, where to stay out of sight. We're a community of drifters, we look after our own. In Corpus Christi where we've made these streets our home. I'm a Corpus Christi drifter, this is my fate. Living by the bay at the water's gate. I'm a Corpus Christi drifter, forgotten and alone. But these Corpus streets are the only home I've known. From the harbor lights to the beach where I drift, a Corpus Christi drifter, this is my gift and my curse, my blessing, my pain. A Corpus Christi drifter in the sun and rain. Corpus Christi drifter by the bay. Corpus Christi drifter every day. Corpus Christi drifter, just trying to survive. Corpus Christi drifter, still alive. Corpus Christi drifter, oh, Corpus Christi drifter. Drifting on. My granddaddy worked the railroads, laying track through San Antonio. Built this city with his bare hands and sweat and blood and bone. My daddy worked construction, built the Tower of the Americas tall. And I worked the steel mills on the south side, giving this city my all. We're San Antonio steel, 3 generations deep. We don't bend, we don't break, we don't lose sleep over hard work and long hours in the Texas heat. 'Cause San Antonio steel runs through our family complete. We're forging fire, tempered true, San Antonio steel through and through. This city's built on backs like mine, strong as iron. time. San Antonio steel, that's what we're made of. Unbreakable will and callous love. San Antonio steel in our DNA, working every night and every day. From the Alamo to the Southside Street, San Antonio steel never accept defeat. We're the backbone of this river city. San Antonio steel, strong and gritty. We're the backbone of this river city. San Antonio steel, strong and gritty. When the mill almost closed back in '08, they said the industry was dying, said it was too late. But we San Antonio workers, we didn't go quiet. We fought and we organized, we started a riot. Not with violence, but with unity and strength. We went to every meeting, we went to NLA to save our jobs, our livelihoods, our way of life. And in the end, San Antonio steel cut through like a knife. We're forged in fire, we hold the line. San Antonio steel, we don't decline. This city's built on people who won't quit. San Antonio steel, that's the grit. San Antonio steel, that's what we're made of. Unbreakable will and callous love. San Antonio steel in our DNA, working every night and every day. From the Alamo to the Southside Street, San Antonio steel never accepts defeat. We're the backbone of this river city. San Antonio steel, strong and gritty. We're the backbone of this river city. San Antonio steel, strong and gritty. So hard, why my hands are scarred like battle scars. I tell them it's a San Antonio way to build something that'll outlast your days, to leave the city better than you found. To be San Antonio steel, strong and sound, is gonna carry this legacy forward too. San Antonio steel is what we do. Now I'm 55 with arthritis in my hands, but I still show up every morning, still take my stand at the mill where the furnaces burn day and night, where San Antonio steel is forged under blazing light. They offered me retirement, said I've done my time, but quitting ain't in my San Antonio steel design. I'll work until my body gives out completely, 'cause San Antonio steel doesn't retreat so easy. San Antonio steel, it's who I am. A working Texas San Antonio man. San Antonio steel in every breath. I'll carry this pride until my death. From the missions to the Riverwalk Street, San Antonio steel never accepts defeat. We built this city brick by brick. San Antonio steel, strong and thick. San Antonio steel in my blood. San Antonio steel through the flood and the drought and the pain. San Antonio steel will remain forever strong. I roll into Fort Worth on a Tuesday afternoon. I heard about a poker game happening pretty soon in the back room of a stockyard bar where the cowboys play for keeps. where fortunes change with every hand and secrets run deep. I had $500 and a chip on my shoulder wide. Been traveling from Austin with my wounded Texas pride. See, my ex-wife took the house, the truck, and my best friend. So I came to Fort Worth looking for a new begin. Fort Worth fury's burning in my chest. Gonna win it all back, gonna pass this test. This cowtown's gonna see what I'm made of tonight. Fort Worth fury, I'm ready for the fight. Fort Worth fury, running through my veins. Stockyard smoking, whiskey doubling all the pain. Fort Worth fury, I'm all in on this hand, bidding everything I got, making my last stand. They don't call it Cowtown for nothing, brother. This is where the tough get tougher. Fort Worth fury, it's my battle cry. Win or lose, I'm swinging for the sky. The game started slow but heated up real quick. Some oil man from Dallas tried to pull a slick trick, accused me of cheating though my hands were clean. I stood up from that table, you know what I mean. Said, partner, you better take that back right now, for this Fort Worth fury shows you how. We reached for something underneath this coat, but I was faster, had him by the throat. Fort Worth fury took control of me, years of anger finally breaking free. In that stockyard bar I made my stand, a desperate, furious Fort Worth man. Fort Worth fury, running through my veins. Stockyard smoking, whiskey dueling all the pain. Fort fury, I'm all in on this hand, bidding everything I got, making my last stand. They don't call it Cowtown for nothing, brother. This is where the tough get tougher. Fort Worth fury, it's my battle cry. Win or lose, I'm swinging for the sky. Security pulled us apart before blood was spilled, but that Fort Worth fury wasn't done, it wasn't killed. We took it to the parking lot beneath the neon signs where two broken Texas men drew their lines. He swung first, connected with my jaw. I came back harder, that's Fort Worth law. We fought until we both collapsed in the Texas dirt. Two fools fighting over pride and hurt. Woke up in the county jail with a pounding head. Officer said, son, you're lucky that man ain't dead. Charged me with assault and threw me in a cell. Just another casualty of Fort Worth special hell. My mama came and bailed me out at dawn. Said, boy, this fury's got to stop, you've got to move on. But how do you extinguish a fire that's burned so long, when Fort Worth fury is the only thing that keeps you strong? Fort Worth fury nearly cost my life, landed me in jail and cost me twice. Fort fury, I can't let it go, it's the only thing I got left to show. They say Cowtown makes your heart as steel, but Fort Worth fury's all I feel. I need to find a better way to be before this Fort Worth fury destroys me. Fort Worth fury, it's all I know. Fort Worth fury won't let me go. Gotta find peace somehow, someway, before this fury makes me pay. Fort Worth fury, Lord help me please. I'm serving 15 years in Pecos County for a crime I didn't do. My court-appointed lawyer barely fought, said, son, they've got it out for you. See, I'm just a Mexican kid from the wrong side of Fort Stockton town. where the oil money flows upward and the brown folks get pushed down. They said I robbed a convenience store on a hot July night, but I was working double shift at the ranch, nowhere near that site. My boss vouched for me strong, but the jury didn't care. Just another Pecos County prisoner with brown skin and black hair. I'm a Pecos County prisoner, locked away from the sun, paying for somebody else's crime and what they've done. These concrete walls and iron bars hold an innocent man, just another Pecos County prisoner in this Texas land. I'm a Pecos County prisoner, counting down the days, 15 years of my life stolen away. I'm a Pecos County prisoner, innocent but locked in this West Texas prison where justice has been mocked. They took my freedom, took my name, took my dignity, left me as a Pecos County prisoner who just wants to be free. I dream about the desert sky and the wide open range, but I'm a Pecos County prisoner and nothing's gonna change. My mama visits every month, drives 3 hours each way, sits across from me in tears, don't know what to say. My little sister wrote me letters every single week at first, but now they come less often. This injustice is a curse. I had a girl who swore she'd wait, said our love was true, but 6 months in she sent a letter saying, baby, we are through. Can't blame her really, 15 years is a lifetime to be alone. Now I'm a Pecos County prisoner with a heart of stone. I'm a Pecos County prisoner, watching time crawl by, innocent man in a guilty cell beneath this Texas sky. The years are stealing my youth, my hope, my very soul. This Pecos County prison's taking its toll. I'm a Pecos County prisoner, counting down the days, 15 years of my life stolen away. I'm a Pecos County prisoner, innocent but locked in this West Texas prison where justice has been mocked. They took my freedom, took my name, took my dignity, left me as a Pecos County prisoner who just wants to be free. I dream about the desert sky and the wide open range, but I'm a Pecos County prisoner and nothing's gonna change. There's a man in here who did the crime, I'm serving time for now. He told me late one night when we were talking somehow, said he's sorry that I'm paying for what he had done, but he's got kids at home and he just couldn't run. I asked him to confess, to set the record straight. He said, brother, it's too late, this is your fate. So I carry this burden, this cross I didn't earn, while the real criminal walks free and I slowly burn. I've learned to survive in here, keep my head down, do my time, made a few friends with other men paying for someone else's crime. We talk about our dreams of freedom, what we'll do when we get out, but deep down we all wonder if that day will ever come about. The guards treat us like animals, the system treats us worse. Being brown in West Texas feels like living with a curse, but I hold on to hope somehow, clutching it real tight, that one day I'll be free from this Pecos County night. I'm a Pecos County prisoner, 10 more years to go, innocent man trapped in a system that moves too slow. I'm a Pecos County prisoner, justice passed me by in this West Texas prison where the truth goes to die. They took my 20s, they'll take my 30s too, left me as a Pecos County prisoner, don't know what to do. I dream about redemption and my name being cleared, but I'm a Pecos County prisoner and that's what I about me. Call me the Galveston gunfighter, though I ain't never killed a man. Just got a reputation that got a little out of hand. Started in a beachside bar when some tourists ran his mouth. Said Texas wasn't nothing special compared to the South. I took exception to his words. We took it to the sand. He pulled a knife, I pulled my piece, and made my final stand. Didn't shoot him, just disarmed him, sent him running scared. But by morning the whole island heard how the gunfighter dared. Now I'm the Galveston gunfighter, legend of the shore. They tell stories about me in every island store. I didn't ask for this reputation, but it's mine to keep. The Galveston gunfighter, running deep. I'm the Galveston gunfighter, walking these coastal streets where the seawall meets the Gulf and the legend meets. I'm the Galveston gunfighter, didn't want this name, but once you're marked in Texas, you can't escape the fame. They fear me and respect me from Pier 21 to the Strand. The Galveston gunfighter with the fastest draw in the land. I just wanted peaceful living by the sea, but the gunfighters who they made me be. Every weekend brings new challengers looking to make their mark, wanting to take down a gunfighter in some beachside parking lot after dark. I've talked down more fights than I can count on both my hands, trying to explain I'm just a regular working Texas man. But legends have a way of growing bigger than the truth, and the Galveston gunfighter myth has gotten bulletproof. I work the docks by day, loading shrimp boats and cargo freight. By night I'm dodging drunk boys trying to seal their fate. I'm the Galveston gunfighter, burden that I bear, walking careful everywhere with people's jealous stares. Never wanted to be famous, just wanted to be left alone, but the gunfighter reputation's carved in island stone. I'm the Galveston gunfighter, walking these coastal streets where the seawall meets the Gulf and the legend meets. I'm the Galveston gunfighter, didn't want this name, but once you're marked in Texas, you can't escape the fame. They fear me and respect me from Pier 21 to the Strand. The Galveston gunfighter with the fastest draw in the land. I just wanted peaceful living by the sea, but the gunfighters who they made me be. Met a woman at a seafood shack on a humid August night. She didn't know about the gunfighter, saw me in a different light. We talked until the morning came, about our hopes and dreams. She made me feel like maybe I could be more than what it seems. But when she heard the story, saw the fear in people's eyes, saw how men would challenge me with their foolish pride. She said she couldn't handle living in that shadow's wake, another casualty of this gunfighter mistake. Sometimes I think about just leaving, heading up the coast, starting over somewhere new where nobody knows. The Galveston gunfighter, oh, the legend that I've become. But Texas is my home and I won't let them make me run. So I walk these island streets with my head held The legend will fade and I'll be free. But until then, I'm the Galveston gunfighter, that's me. I'm the Galveston gunfighter, living with this curse. Some days it's a blessing, most days it's worse. I'm the Galveston gunfighter, trapped inside this role. The legend owns my body, but not my Texas soul. They fear me and respect me, but they'll never really know the man behind the gunfighter, the seeds I didn't sow. I want it peaceful, living by the sea, but the gunfighter's who I'll always be. Yeah, the Galveston gunfighter, and I can't shake. Galveston gunfighter for reputation's sake. Till my dying day, I'm the gunfighter, come what may. Thick and deep, where the cottonwoods grow twisted and the secrets that we keep. I was born in a sharecropper shack in 1985. Learned early in Brazos Bottom, only the strong survive. My daddy picked that cotton from dawn until the dark. My mama scrubbed rich people's floors and barely left a mark. We had nothing but we had each other, and we had our pride, living in the Brazos Bottom on the poverty side. These Brazos Bottom blues run deep in my veins. Generations of struggle, generations of pain, but we keep on pushing, keep on fighting through. That's what you do when you got Brazos Bottom blues. I got them Brazos Bottom blues, can't shake them off. Working my fingers to the bone, but it's never enough. Brazos Bottom blues in my soul, trying to climb out of this poverty hole. Brazos Bottom blues, they're all I've known. Muddy water and broken bones. I got them Brazos Bottom blues running through, but I'm gonna rise above. That's what I'm gonna do. Dropped out of school in 9th grade to help support my kin. Started working construction sites when I was barely 16. Sent every dollar home to mama, who was sick with cancer then. Watched her fade away slowly, felt helpless as a man. My sister got pregnant at 15, baby daddy ran away. Now she's working 3 jobs just to make it day to day. This is life in Brazos Bottom, this is all we've ever known. Grinding through the hardship, working to the bone. These Brazos Bottom blues, they test your will, but giving up has never been ideal. We bend but never break beneath the weight. That's the Brazos Bottom way, our fate. I got them Brazos Bottom blues, can't shake them off. Working my fingers to the bone, but it's never enough. I got them Brazos Bottom blues in my soul, trying to climb out of this poverty hole. Brazos Bottom blues, they're all I've known. Muddy water and broken bones. I got them Brazos Bottom blues running through, but I'm gonna rise above. That's what I'm gonna do. They say the Brazos River carries all our tears away, but I think it just keeps adding to them every single day. When the floods come in the springtime and wash away our homes, we rebuild from nothing, 'cause it's all we've ever known. Rich folks up in Waco don't know we exist down here in the Brazos bottom, suffering year after year. But we're proud people, we're resilient and we're tough, and one day Brazos bottom blues won't be enough to keep us down, to hold us back. We're gonna break free from this poverty trap. Now I'm 35 with calloused hands and an aching back, but I bought my own small piece of land off the beaten track. Built a little house for my wife and our baby girl, gonna give her better than what I had in this hard world. She's gonna go to college, gonna make something of her life, won't have to know the struggle, won't have to feel the strife of Brazos bottom blues that haunted me my whole life long. I'm breaking this cycle, making something strong. I got them Brazos bottom blues, they made me who I am, a fighter, a survivor, a working Texas man. I got them Brazos bottom blues deep in my core, but they won't define my daughter anymore. Brazos bottom blues, you taught me well how to rise up from this living hell. I got them Brazos bottom blues, that's true, but I'm leaving them behind for something new. Brazos bottom blues, you made me strong. Brazos bottom blues, I'm moving on from the bottom to the top. These blues gonna stop with me. Ghost town on Highway 47. Nobody knows his name. Just rusted tin and rotten wood, and memories the same. I stumbled in here 3 days ago, running from the law. Found an old abandoned church where I could rest and fall. The pews are covered in desert dust, the cross hangs crooked on the wall. There's bullet holes in the stained glass where the holy light once called. I sat down in that silence and I started questioning my life. All the bridges that I burned, the pain I caused my wife. In this ghost town I found something like salvation, a reckoning with all my sins and degradation. These before my final dance. I spent the night in that old church beneath the desert moon, praying to a God I've forgotten way too soon. Asked for strength to face the things I'd done, asked for courage to become a better son, a better man, a better soul, to fill this empty hole that whiskey and rebellion left inside. This ghost town gospels, yeah, I know where to came and I walked out into that ghost town square. The sun was rising golden warm in the desert air. I felt something shift inside my chest, like chains were breaking free. This ghost town preached a sermon meant specifically for me, about how it's never over till your final breath is gone, about how every sunset leads to a new dawn, about how even ghost towns have a purpose and a role to save lost wanderers and heal their weary souls. Ghost town gospel in the West Texas sands reached out and grabbed me with an invisible hand. Ghost town gospel saved my life, cut through my darkness like a righteous knife. In the silence of these ruins, God spoke clear, told me redemption's always near. Ghost town gospel, my salvation song, showed me how to right my wrongs. I'm leaving this ghost town, but taking its lesson. This gospel of grace and confession. Ghost town gospel set me free. Ghost town gospel changed me. Ghost town gospel forever and always I'm saved. I drew my first breath in a Waco hospital bed. August heat was brutal, long and 3, the nurses said. Mama named me after her daddy, who died in World War II. Daddy just smiled and said that boy's Texas through and through. Grew up in a single white trailer on 5 acres of red dirt. Learned to rope and ride before I even went to church. Granddaddy taught me how to shoot when I was barely 6 years old. Said, boy, you're Texas born, that means your heart is solid gold. They don't make them like they That Texas breed is something you can't ignore. Born in the Lone Star, raised on the land made by God's own Texan hand. I was born in the Lone Star State, where legends come to life, where men are men and they protect their kids and wife. I was born in the Lone Star, underneath that flag with grit and pride that I'll carry to my grave. Born in the Lone Star, it's more than where I'm from. It's a fire in my belly and the fight that can't be done. I'm Texas made, Texas raised, Texas to the core. Born in the Lone Star, couldn't ask for nothing more. Played football for the Waco High School Lions every Friday night. Under those stadium lights, I learned to win every fight. Broke my collarbone junior year, but played through all the pain. Coach said that's a Texas spirit running through your veins. After graduation, worked the ranches, breaking horses, baling hay. Saved up every dollar for a better day. Met a girl at a rodeo down in Temple one sweet June. She had wildflowers in her hair beneath that Texas moon. Born in the Lone Star, that's my claim to fame. Wouldn't trade it for nothing, wouldn't change my name. Texas proud and Texas strong, this is where I belong. I was born in the Lone Star State, where legends come to life, where men are men and they protect their kids and wife. I was born in the Lone Star, underneath that flag with grit and pride that I'll carry to my grave. Born in the Lone Star, it's more than where I'm from. It's a fire in my belly and the fight that can't be done. I'm Texas made, Texas raised, Texas to the core. Born in the Lone Star, couldn't ask for nothing more. Now I got 3 kids running wild on this same red Texas dirt, teaching them the lessons that my granddaddy taught me first. How to stand up tall when life tries to knock you down. How to be a good neighbor in your hometown. How to love this great state with everything you got. How to remember the Alamo and never be forgot. That being born in Texas is a blessing and a right to carry that torch forward. Keep the Lone Star burning bright, bright. I've seen hard times, drought and dust and economic pain. Seen the oil boom and bust, seen the floods and hurricanes. But Texas people pull together when the chips are down. We take care of our own in every single town, from the Panhandle Plains to the Rio Grande Valley floor, from Texarkana east to El Paso's western shore. There's a common thread that binds us all as one. We're all born in the Lone Star beneath that Texas sun. I was born in the Lone Star State, where heroes never die, where the bluebonnets bloom and the eagles fly. I was born in the Lone Star, it's my native land, built by God with his own Texan hand. Born in the Lone Star, it's in my DNA, Texas blood and Texas pride, and every single day I'm Texas made, Texas raised, Texas through and through. Born in the Lone Star and damn proud too. Yeah, born in the Lone Star, Texas blood runs deep. Born in the Lone Star, Texas soul I keep to my dying day. I'm Lone Star born, Texas raised, forever and always. Born in the Lone Star. chasing ghosts and memories of a life that's come and gone. Got a motel room in Amarillo, neon sign blinks red, stained carpet, broken AC, cigarette burns on the bed. But it's cheaper than the guilt I left back in Abilene, where I broke a good woman's heart and burned down all her dreams. These Amarillo nights are long and cold, full of whiskey, regrets, and stories untold. When the darkness falls, I face what I've done. Another Amarillo night, another battle never won. Amarillo nights, they cut straight through my soul, where the wind don't stop and the emptiness takes its toll. I'm drinking to forget, but the memories hold tight. Another lost highwayman on an Amarillo night. Amarillo nights where broken men come to hide from the mistakes they made and the people who died. I'm searching for redemption, but I can't find the light. Just another sinner stranded on an Amarillo night. I met a drifter at the truck stop, said he'd been here 40 years. Started out just passing through, but something kept him here. Said, son, this town's got gravity for men like you and me. We're all running from something we just can't let be. He had tattoos faded blue and hands rough as leather hide. Said he lost his family in a crash on I-35. Been living in his pickup truck and working odd jobs when he can. Just another Amarillo night ghost, just another forgotten man. These Amarillo nights are cruel and they're real. They expose the wounds that time don't heal. When you're face to face with who you are, that's when Amarillo nights cut deep as scars. Amarillo nights, they cut straight through my soul, where the wind don't stop and the emptiness takes its toll. I'm drinking to forget, but the memories hold tight. Another lost highwayman on an Amarillo night. Amarillo nights where broken men come to hide from the mistakes they made and the people who died. I'm searching for redemption, but I can't find the light. Just another sinner stranded on an Amarillo night. Maybe tomorrow I'll find the strength to leave. Maybe tomorrow I'll finally believe that there's something better waiting down the road. But tonight I'm stuck here carrying this load. The neon signs are flickering like my fading hope. Another bottle's all I got to help me cope in this Texas panhandle town where the lost souls meet. Walking these Amarillo nights on these empty streets. Amarillo nights, they strip you to the bone, where the prairie wind reminds you that you're all alone. I'm praying for salvation, but I'm losing the fight. Another broken dreamer on an Amarillo night. Amarillo nights, they know every sin I hide, all the bridges that I burned, all the times I lied. I'm searching for tomorrow, but I'm stuck in tonight. Just another fallen angel on an Amarillo night. Yeah, another Amarillo night, where the lonely come to die. Amarillo night, beneath that Texas sky. Amarillo night. Amarillo night. from coast to coast and border to borderline, but nothing compares to Texas. Got a longhorn state of mind. From the piney woods and that cactus to Big Bend's desert floor, there's something in this Texas ground that gets into your core. My daddy worked the oil fields down in Midland all his life. Came home every Friday night to kiss his kids and wife. He taught me how to work hard and how to stand up tall. Said, son, being Texas born means you never fall. When you got that longhorn state of mind, you don't back down, you hold the line. You face the storm, you ride the bull. A Texas heart don't break, it's bulletproof. I got a longhorn state of mind, it's how I was raised. Texas pride flows through me like the brazos through the clay. I got a longhorn state of mind, won't apologize for loving this great state beneath these endless skies. From Houston to Fort Worth, from Dallas to Austin town, a longhorn state of mind means you stand your ground. I got Texas in my blood, got Texas in my soul. A longhorn state of mind is all I know. I remember summer nights down at the Guadalupe River, swimming holes and bonfires, cold beer in the cooler, guitar picking on the tailgate, stars bright as stadium lights. Those were the best damn days of my whole damn life. Then I joined up after high school, served my country proud, wore the Texas flag patch on my shoulder, stood out in the crowd. Other soldiers asked me why I love that state so much. I said, brother, it's a Texas thing, you wouldn't understand as such. When you got that longhorn state of mind, every challenge you face, you're gonna find the strength to overcome, the will to win, that Texas spirit deep within. I got a longhorn state of mind, it's how I was raised. Texas pride flows through me like the brazos through the clay. I got a longhorn state of mind, won't apologize for loving this great state beneath these endless skies. From Houston to Fort Worth, from Dallas to Austin town, a longhorn state of mind means you stand your ground. I got Texas in my blood, got Texas in my soul. A longhorn state of mind is all I know. They say don't mess with Texas, and brother, that's the truth. We've been fighting for what's ours since our rebellious youth. From the Alamo to now, we've never backed down. Texas spirit can't be broken, can't be drowned. We work harder, play harder, love harder than most. From the Gulf Coast to the high plains, we stand at our post. This ain't just a state of geography, it's a state of mind. Once Texas gets inside you, you're Texas till you die. Now I'm raising my own kids here in the hill country, teaching them the lessons that my daddy taught to me. How to tip your hat to ladies and respect your elders' ways. How to work from dawn to dusk through all your living days. How to stand up for the weak and fight for what is right. How to never quit even when you're losing the fight. Cause that's what Texas means to me. It's more than just a place, it's a code of honor running through this human race. I got a longhorn state of mind, it's in my DNA. Texas blood and Texas pride in everything I say. I got a longhorn state of mind, I wear it like a crown. Born beneath the Lone Star, never backing down. From Corpus to the Panhandle, from El Paso to Beaumont Shores, a longhorn state of mind is worth fighting for. I got Texas in my veins, got Texas in my bones. Paso with a busted truck and $20 cash. Headed east on Highway 10 where the mesquite and cactus clash. Got my granddaddy's 45 tucked underneath the seat, and a woman's name tattooed across my chest I'm trying to forget. The sun beats down like hammers on this endless stretch of road. Every mile marker's just another story never told. Radio's been broken since somewhere outside San Antonio, so I've been driving to the rhythm of this engine's lonesome moan. Out here where the sky goes on forever, where a man's word is the only thing that matters, where the weak don't survive and the strong get harder. That's where I learned what it means to be a man. I got Texas dust in my veins and whiskey in my blood, born in the Lone Star State where the hard times make you tough. I've been broken and rebuilt from the ground up twice, paid my dues in full, paid the highest price. I got Texas dust running through my soul, 6 generations deep and cowboy to the bone. You can take me out of Texas, but you'll never take away the Texas dust that made me who I am today. Stopped in Lubbock at a dive bar off the interstate. Met a woman with dark eyes who said she'd been there since '88. She pulled my bourbon straight and didn't ask me why I ran. Just said, sugar, we're all running from something in this land. I told about the ranch my daddy lost back in '09, how the bank took everything we'd built over time, how my brother joined the army and never made it home, how my mama drank herself to death cause she couldn't cope alone. Out here in the heart of Texas country, where the oil rigs pump and the cotton fields run empty, where your past don't matter, just what you do today. That's where I learned there's always another way. I got Texas dust in my veins, whiskey in my blood, born in the Lone Star State where the hard times make you tough. I've been broken and rebuilt from the ground up twice, paid my dues in full, paid the highest price. I got Texas dust running through my soul, 6 generations deep and cowboy to the bone. You can take me out of Texas, but you'll never take away the Texas dust that made me who I am today. They say everything's bigger in Texas, well that's the truth. The heartaches hit harder and the summers show no rose. The storms roll in meaner and the nights get colder still, but a Texas man keeps standing, cause that's the iron will. My granddaddy told me before he passed away last spring, boy, you got that Texas grit, it's an unbreakable thing. Don't matter where you wander or how far you roam, Texas dust will guide you, it'll bring you home. I got Texas dust in my veins and fire in my blood, born in the Lone Star State where the hard times make you tough. I've been broken and rebuilt from the ashes time and time, walked through hell and back and still I'm doing fine. I got Texas dust running through my soul, 6 generations deep and rebuilt to the bone. You can take me out of Texas, but you'll never take away the Texas dust that made me who I am today. Yeah, the Texas dust that made me, the Texas dust that saved me, the Texas dust flows through me, Texas till I die.